Hello, hello. Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here with our celebrity tarot card reading. We're going to get into Jimin and Jungkook. Jungkook. I don't know. I hope that sounds right to y'all because I don't. I'm, again, really terrible at names. Okay. Please go ahead and hit subscribe while you're waiting. I'm going to go over the astrology of Jimin from BTS. He was born Friday, October 13th, 1995 in South Korea. He is a Libra and a Gemini moon sign. His birth path is an 11. He is the singer and dancer and a member of BTS, also known as the Bangtan Boys, a 7-member South Korean boy band formed by Big Hit Entertainment. We are going to find out a little bit about Jungkook. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's terrible. Okay. Monday is when he was born, September 1, 1997 at 9:01 a.m. He's a Virgo, moon signs a Leo, his ascending is a Libra. Birth path is a 9, and a little bit more about him is that, where is it at? Okay. He was recruited at an audition for the boy band. So he's also in this boy band. All right. Okay, let's just get to the reading, yeah? So everybody wants to know what's going on between them in this relationship. So I'm going to do the past, present, and anything that is upcoming, that we have upcoming, that will come up. So we're just going to find out what they got going on, okay? Now, the most present is pretty crucial because that could really be the past or upcoming also. So it's just like however this resonates. So let's find out, though, what was going on in the past with the two of them. I don't know if I'm going to make it through this reading. Lord, have mercy. All right. Okay. All right. So we're going to do Jimin first. So he is up on deck first for the past. So frustration, of course, within this situation. However, this resonates, however this unfolds. Please, again, bear with me with the names. So sorry about that. All right. We got 8 of Swords, that's upright. 3 of Swords, that's upright. 6 of Cups up. And we got our 8 of Cups in reverse. So the thoughts on the situation over on Jimin's side of things is that there's a lot of shame when dealing with this, even in the past, okay? He feels as if, like, this person is hard to love sometimes, and he's frustrated over that, and that makes him kind of walk away from it, like right in the beginning, okay? And this is definitely something that is communicated, and it has a lot to do with the fact that he just kind of was not wanting to see things for himself or see the actual every single aspect in the picture. So things were missing from the scenario, kind of making things a little bit cloudy in the mind about the relationship or about, whatever their involvement is. But his thoughts are definitely that this is too challenging. It was too challenging at that point, okay? And emotionally, he felt kind of caught off guard, even though he was, telling this person that he loved them. And even though, he was kind of a part of the breakup and the frustration and all of the walking away situation, there was heartbreak for him. He had to overcome it. Okay. There's definitely a feeling of betrayal and grief all in one, especially, within this relationship. It's just like, it was a complete curveball. The fact that he felt heartbroken, even at the slightest idea of being frustrated here, he still kind of, walked away from the situation. And almost thinking in the sense of like, this was, he felt like he was either the bad influence or this other guy was a bad influence. In that created a huge situation. So it's just kind of overcoming anything or trying to overcome anything emotionally in the past for them. Okay. The thoughts over here on, I cannot say his name. I'm so sorry. Jung. I'm just going to call him Jung or Jungkook. I don't even know. I'm going to call him Young. Okay. All right. So on his end of things, he does think about the walking away. Okay. When he's thinking in the past about the relationship, there was definitely some walking away. And he felt like, in thinking about this person, that it was too late too. No matter how many times they tried to fix the situation, the expression of love was not happening. There was no feelings being, reciprocated back and forth. Okay. He felt like, this person or this situation or whatever he was walking away from had a lot to do with, kind of unanswered questions, I guess. And this just was hopeless. It was just too late by a point in which, feelings, emotions, it's just not happening. It was just not happening. Even no matter how much he looked over the situation, it just was not going to happen for them. And he definitely has a lot of memories with this person. So emotionally, he can look back and feel really good about the relationship. And it really simplifies the overthinking that he has when dealing with this emotionally, especially from the past. Okay. But in, more in present moment, he can take his memories and that helps him to stay, interlinked with this person. All right. Ooh. Let's find out the most present. I want to know what's going on in the most present situation. Between the two of them. Because this is all going to be underneath the surface of things because it's not showing that they're dating outside of each other even. And they don't necessarily have to be dating romantically. I mean, but it feels almost romantic. Okay. Over on Jimin. Yeah. Jimin and over on the right. So yeah, same sides. Okay. So in the present, I definitely feel like there is lack of introspection. So I feel like they're not withdrawing enough, going on the inside of things or trying to deal with, a withdrawnness between the two of them even. I feel like if they were to discover more about the situation or discover more about whatever everybody else kind of keeps shining the light on, I think that it would help. I think self-discovery for both of them would help. But emotionally, presently, there's a withdrawn from the heart. There's withdrawn from the heart and emotion. Okay. The thoughts on the situation is that this relationship inspires Jimin. It gives him a lot of almost like makes him feel like charismatic, energetic, inspirational, spiritual. This definitely gives him some innovation. And so I don't think that it's totally falling flat as far as, even an ongoing situation. Over on Young's side of things, I feel like there's definitely the thoughts is that there is a knowledgeable respect. There's a lot of respect in this relationship, but I feel like there's constantly communication. There's definitely some sort of a plan or, an agenda that they're really trying to be. He's trying to be as transparent as possible, but that's really difficult. Okay. And emotionally, he feels like, the enthusiasm is lacking and the success of the relationship and emotionally is not being recognized by his other half. Okay. So there's definitely some sort of an issue there. Let's find out what the actual what's the actual thing. Yeah. So it's just like, Jimin's not being like, he's not prepared anytime he's dealing with a relationship, especially when the both of them are supposed to be like really, really safe in the situation. So I feel like he's definitely being a little neglectful and he's not trying to learn how to like be better at that. Okay. And that's an issue for Young because he's like, I'm over here focused. I'm really looking at the details and I'm trying to, be better at, knowing when we are dealing with each other that, we don't get too busy for this. We don't get too busy. We don't affect each other's self-esteems. We don't fuck with each other like that. And so they're not trying to be negative, but Jimin is a little bit less aware of the feelings in the situation. So he's a little more neglectful, a little more passive. And again, it may not be on purpose, but over here on Young's end, he's definitely like, listen, I'm super focused. I'm here to reflect. I'm here knowing all the information I need to know to recognize you. And you are complete asshole about it. Yes. You're welcome. All right. So let's get the likely outcome of this situation, because there was a situation, and Jimin's very youthful. He's very young about this too. He may not be as adult or responsible as young. So the likely outcome here, is hopefully the beginning of new communication about the emotions, new beginning with the relationship and the intuition between the two of them, and just being connected and having that potential or the opportunity to be in, some sort of a conversation about being reliable, or, can we keep our ideas together? Can we keep this plan together? How are we going to move forward, I guess? And so the likely outcome is that, yeah, they're going to be in a new beginning for sure, especially when it comes to their emotions and this whole entire relationship. And that's going to have a lot to do with their spiritual connection. Okay. And I feel like there's definitely room here for the both of them to almost like contemplate anything that they need to plan or balance out, or to kind of like get into a place where they can make choices to reason about what they're doing. What are we doing here? What are we doing in this situation? And this is definitely going to get into a recovery. So there was an issue. There had to have been an issue, some sort of a conflict or an issue of back and forthness, like not really getting it, but still kind of conversating about it. I feel like there's definitely an ending to it, and it will be recovered. And this is going to be talked about. So, I mean, and they'll feel a little freedom from that. It'll give them a little bit of freedom in the relationship when they get to a place where they're like, okay, I think things are balanced. I think we're less confused, less cloudy about it. Our new beginning is working out here. So I feel like this is definitely a good thing. I do feel like their emotional state over Young's emotional state is a little more emotional. I think Jimin's like, he's so youthful, his little heart. Bless him. Bless him. Bless his heart. Yes. All right. Let's find out anything upcoming between the two of them. Thoughts, emotions. All right. Okay. Lover's card, darling. The ego in reverse. Okay. So Jimin's end of things, he's definitely needing to have some sort of a sit down, make some choices. And this will be upcoming. He will be put in a place in his relationship, in his emotions, and in his situation with Young. He's going to have to make a choice. He's going to have to make a decision. He's going to have to reflect and know exactly what the fuck he wants. Okay. And this is upcoming. This is something that is very, very, very soon, very close. He knows there's investment. There's, he needs to go over things. He's definitely in a place where he's trying to have some passion and he's trying to have some patience with Young, because Young is almost like, he's so set on the idea of what he wants that he kind of alludes to what it is. So instead of it actually being there, it's an illusion. He's making things up, imagining things would be, a little bit nicer, or a little bit more loving, or a little bit more of a relationship than what it is, especially because they can't really show the exterior. They can't show what it is. They can't be like, oh, hey, we're dating. That's not happening. So the structure, the stability is not in the relationship, but Young is alluding that it is. So his illusions or his images or the things that he's created in his mind are putting him in the struggle, because that's not really what's going on. Really what's going on here is your neediness, dependency. Okay. So it's codependent for sure. Emotionally, just worrying. 5 of Pentacles, worrying, very, very much kind of relying on this situation, and just kind of feeling like, there's lack of change. And so there's a worry. And, Jimin's going to have to make a decision upcoming. Decision about what? Oh. 4 of water, balance, page of water. Okay. So there's definitely a decision, again, about the stability of the relationship. This could have something to do with being distracted even. I feel like self-absorption, or just kind of like not really paying attention. Again, just confirming not paying attention to the relationship, because Jimin's a little youthful. Again, I feel like if he were to compromise, really get into some sort of moderation, and I don't know, maybe find some balance in this relationship, They could be in a connection for sure. And it wouldn't be an illusion anymore. There definitely needs to be an open heart here. There needs to be intuition and it needs to be listened to. But the sensitivity, that is super, super important when you're dealing with Young, because he's taking things in a whole different degree. So their minds are in two different places, two different planes, emotionally, especially. What's the likely outcome? What's the likely action? What's the bottom motherfucking line is what I'm wondering. Duh. Tower. That doesn't surprise me at all. So finding some sort of realization, even though it may be chaotic, you will probably see a lot of chaos going on, or a lot of probably media, or you're going to see a lot of just a lot of exterior stuff going on. You'll see it. Okay. And there's going to be a realization or some sort of liberation, freedom from what their old life cycle was. And they're going to move into this new one. Okay. But I feel like this is definitely going to happen, this change, especially from that instability. It's going to feel very, very crazy and conflicted. But I do think it's going to bring some structure. I do think that it's going to lead them into a different place, stability wise or safety wise. Almost just like, I don't know. It's just like this Tower moment needs to happen for them to have a realization, though. They have to have a realization for this to move forward. They have to understand that, yeah, they got to kind of be in the lead. They're going to have to fucking be leading the situation away from any loss, away from all the grief, anything that have occurred during their Tower moment or when all that shit's going on. They're going to have to lead away from that and be extremely like organized, rigid, almost like a rigid method, getting away from this. It's looking like the compassion or the understanding or the trust is going to be compromised, or it's going to be brought up, okay, during this. And this is upcoming again. And that will lead them into choices once again. So the choices are, trying not to procrastinate or, put things off to the side. Let's make a choice. We're either in this or we're not. So that's where they're headed, finding some sort of personal realization. I feel like as long as they don't procrastinate, as long as they don't just like imagine things, I feel as if they could definitely put their relationship in a more structured place. Even if they couldn't get into a place where, everybody else around them or the person that leads them as a band doesn't understand, I think that they could still get into, choices of their own, make a decision, make a damn decision. Let's stop reflecting on it and just know. How about? Because what the hell? What the hell? Like, this is the same shit as with Blackpink. Like, if y'all want to date and be together and, have babies and live forever, in the happiness of a beautiful mansion in, gold clothes for the rest of your days, like, that's your business. That is important business, though. Like, who you love, and if you're comfortable loving them for the rest of your fucking life, y'all, stop. Whoever's stopping these young people from loving each other, go fuck yourselves. Like, this infuriates me. They should be allowed to choose who they love within their job, their business, or in their life. Like, who cares? Like, isn't that like a thing where all the teenagers anyway love the idea of like being open about who you love? Like, isn't that a thing? Y'all, that upsets me. Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming in. I'm glad I got to it. I literally didn't think it was going to be so dramatic, but it is. I mean, it's somebody's life. It's their lives. And it's just, they're living their life knowing that they can't be open about the person that they most care about. That's like, you or I having to deal with the same thing. It's like, I would be like, go fuck yourself. This is my boyfriend, or this is my girlfriend, or whatever. I introduced you to my dog. His name's Frank. And I literally gave no shits about if anyone cared if I had a freaking boxer. I didn't care. But can you imagine if you weren't allowed to share even your like dog to somebody? Like, it would be like, what? It's so confusing to me. Okay, I'm going to get out of here before I start imagining things. Please go ahead and subscribe to Hangman Tarot. When you do that, you're going to click the bell, and then you will receive all the notifications here. General, love, or celebrity. If you have a celebrity request, You can get a hold of me in my social media below or in the comment section. And when these videos pop up on the upload, you will be able to go share those on your social media also. And don't forget to check out that Hangman Tarot member button on the YouTube channel. Ah, yes. The whole time I'm like, I'm fucking this up. I'm fucking this up. Some of my best reads, I'm in my head the whole time like, should you say that? Should you say that? You should say that. No, you shouldn't. And as soon as I hear no, you shouldn't, I say it. Because I know like that's that other voice that's like an asshole who doesn't like the fact that I know what's going on. You're so welcome. Thank you so much, you guys, for chiming in here. All right. Happy Thursday, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. Bye.